Hey everybody, welcome to the weekly Week 2 Precap. As you're well aware, we're here to discuss a very few things before the kickoff of the second week. That was rough, hopefully you guys understood that. Anywho, first things first, you all saw your Grace's little video yesterday. Oh, James not being good to me today. But he discussed yesterday about the shotgun rule. He wanted me to clear some things up. First things first, I'm the realist. The person with the least amount of points has to shotgun automatically. So, as you guys are well aware, I had to shotgun because I executed myself, essentially. As you are well aware, because I put that all over this thing. But the other part of this shotgun rule is, I guess, what we wanted to get into the nitty-gritty of, which is the betting. So, you guys can't see. I'm keeping track, essentially, of the weekly matchups, obviously, which everybody knows. So, this week, obviously, is Dougie versus Zach. And I'm also keeping up with everybody who has the shotguns and the appropriate shotguns. So, everybody from last week has at least one, except for me and Ty, who've already dished them out. And, Tina, you better do something pretty fucking awesome with those shotguns, because we both picked you. So, that you are the first, you're not the first execution, but me and Sylvie have used our shotguns for that past week. And you better fucking just be amazing. You do something crazy. Keg stand. A little Asher Roth coming in for you guys, but you all know that. You all went to college. So, as I said, there were some things that we had to discuss about it. People weren't sure what was going on with it. But the rule is, if you pick one week, let's say, this week is Doug versus Zach. I pick Zach, and he wins, right? So I have a shotgun to hand out to anyone. I'm sorry, not every single, any person that I want. However, if you choose to do that week, it can only be the losers. So the people that picked, let's say, Doug of that week. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you wanted to get grilled cheese, and he won he won in week 2. So you're like, fuck, all right. So I'm just gonna hold on to my shotgun, okay? I keep them tallied, like I said, so I know who has how many shotguns and whatnot. And be like, all right, maybe we can get him next week. But next week he has the exact same bet as you. However, you both lose. If you both lose, as long as he loses and you still have a shotgun to give away, you can give to Grillo, and Grillo has to shotgun. So, and I'm just letting you guys know this, that you can literally go throughout the whole year. You can divvy them up. Say you win the first 6, and you get all the next wrong, and you still haven't used any of your 6. On the very last week, you can literally fuck somebody's day, which would suck. So, I'm just saying, sorry about it. You could do that. Alright, so that's first on the map. Secondly, I'd like to address the whole Jesus Christ, thing that AJ brought up, which was the fantasy leaks of 2014. First of all, if you're doing this, you're a fucking cowardice motherfucking cunt. Alright? You know that? You are. And if you're out there, you obviously know who you are, just we don't fucking know, which is why we're getting down to the bottom of this. Firstly, I got a couple of suspects myself. Because you were so quick to point the finger, and remember, when you point one finger, there's 3 pointing right back at you. I'm just going to go ahead and fucking suspect AJ, our own king. Yeah, Go figure. Who'd have fucking thought that? I don't think so, but, like, you got DeCoco, Maggie DeCoco. That's a perfectly good thing right there. You got Hubie Dooby. Fucking Hugh. So, like, where's your allegiance? He's from Norwell. No one else here is from Norwell that you know of. I don't know anyone else from Norwell. Except for that girl Molly, who's also a year younger. Oh, my. Conspiracy. My second suspect would be Sylvie. However, since we all know he's a traitor, like, this would be far too obvious, and if he actually did do this, it is just stupid, because he'd be a fucking faggot, and he knows he wouldn't ever fucking do that. But, I don't think it was him, but, like, for some reason my suspicions are aroused. Thirdly, my third suspect would be Tina. Why is it Tina? I'm glad you asked. I think it's Tina because, one, he moved in with Garrett and an unknown source this past week. So who really knows? I don't know. That's why I'm suspecting him. He's a suspect. He's not, what's the word? AJ, you can lawyer me later. You can tell me. But I can't fucking think of it right now. But let's say he rooms with Carrot. That's one. He's friends with Greg, Carrot's brother, so extra fantasy leaks outside of Garrett being a fantasy leak the first. So we're talking like 2 degrees of fantasy leaks here, at least. There's no telling how far this thing has gone, you know? Who knows? Alright. But, sorry, let's get off this sore subject and get on to the next thing. The fact that AJ can't spell. I'm not sure if you know this, AJ, but Andrew Grillo has no W at the end of it. It does at the end of Andrew, but not at the end of Grillo, like you are so willing to toss out there. But I don't know. Maybe you could be playing this off. I think it's hilarious, but hey, you know what? You might just be as retarded as I think you are, so I don't know. I'm sorry, aggression. Don't make me exceed myself again. Anywho, this brings me to my fourth thing, which is the whole like change your name deal. I totally agree. Everybody should change their name. Yes, I'm a very big fan of Harwood's changed name, which was, I believe, Haha Clissendix, which was, I believe, I'm like 90% sure Clinton Dixon or whatever the fuck his name was, but that's like very, very good. I enjoyed that. I like LOL'd for quite a bit, but I like that. However, I'm saying if you put a video up and give an unbelievable explanation why you should keep your name or should be allowed to keep your name, and there are enough upvotes for it, I say you should be able to keep your name. But then again, it is Wednesday, so who knows how much time they actually have. Alright, so then this brings us to our last and final thing, the actual bet, Dougie versus Zachary. Well, as you all know, I told you had until when I posted this video to actually bet. And everybody did that week 1. Week 2, everybody did it. Except for one person. Who did it? You guys are all wondering, who did it? Who the fuck did it? The person who has to deliver not only a shotgun, but the most highest of shotguns, along with sending the biggest party at the same time, is Jackie G, because he neither has a vote here nor there. And when I do that, I mean either Doug or Zach. But that's essentially all I have to say about that. So, now we get down to the bets. As you know, we have a battle between the roommates. The best roommates I think we've ever had, Doug versus Zach. People who voted for Doug were Dabrowski, Hardwood, Luke Cuttant, and the Douglas. People who voted for Zachary and the Smarters were AJ, Grillo, Sylvie, Chuck, Zach, obviously, Ezra, and myself. So I just wanted to say I got a couple notes. Doug. The reason why I didn't vote for Doug's team is because he has Nick Foles. And what can I say? I fucking hate him. Why do I hate him, you ask? Why? That's a very good question. Thank you for asking that. But it's because he's on the Eagles. And the Eagles, when I ever hear them, I think of Ezra. Whenever I think of Ezra, I think of the fact that he's such the biggest beer Jew in the whole world that I can't stand the thought of him, and he'd just be a fucking faggot. And that's all. Essentially all I have to say. And if Hard Knocks taught me a little something about Matty Ryan, the Bengals D will have some problems. And also BC taught me this, you know. But also because I got Roddy White in my other league. So like I really want him to score 1 million points, and the Bengals D, which Doug has, they can't last. Which means the reason why I picked Zach. Zach, you are a winner. I like Stafford. Why do I like Stafford? Good question. I was told in my other league that he was a bad choice to have. Why was he a bad choice to have? Because he's in Detroit, right? But he did very well week 1. Very fucking well. Right, Tina? We're going to have some problems in that one because I didn't even really think I'd come close to winning that league. And I almost won the fucking league. But also, I have DeMarco Murray in my other league, and I really like him. You also got him. Finally, not sure why, but Hauschka, the kicker. I just feel like he could be my bro. I don't know why. So that's why I picked him. Fucking beautiful, right? I think so. But, and also declare some of the shoddy things. I'm going to close with this. For those who've been called upon to shoddy, which at this point I believe has only been Chris, by myself, and Sylvie, you have until Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 10 Western and 7 Hawaiian. You have until 7 Hawaiian time Saturday. I should have taken a sip before that. Good night. I hope you all can sleep with your picks. I know I will.